Hello again, and thank you for joining me. I'm back to my naked journal for playtime. And I also want to do a little bit of experimenting because I have been watching some of my favorite YouTube ladies, and they have been making me wonder why I don't use this collection of embossing powders that I've had tucked away, and I am so tickled that I did not discard them, that I kept them, because I think they would work very nicely with our junk journaling. And last week I was pushed to doing this by watching one of my very favorites. Her name is Anna Lee, and she's from Sweden. And if you wish to look her up, she's Anna Lee's journals. Let me check. Let me make sure that I'm giving you the right name. I'll be right back. Yes, she is Anna Lee's Journaling, ANNELIS Journaling. She's from Sweden, and I don't miss any of her videos. She is so wonderful and so talented. So you might take some time out to check her out. But on some envelopes that she had just made, she did do some embossing. And I thought, well, let me do that. Last night, I had some quiet time, and I took out one manila envelope from my neutrals drawer, and this vintage envelope that I purchased quite a while ago, and it even contains a rather old index card. So I played a little bit, as you can see, with both. The first thing I did, of course, was a little bit of my stenciling, and I added some music, and this I was gifted this bee, and some of my envelope from this this ephemera, and some paper that I keep in my box that contains my naked journal, and the toys that I'm going to use with it. And I found some of this, some of the netting, and a little piece of this pretty lace, and I did some layering here, and I did one on the back, and because this is closed, I could use this entire area. Just a little touch to the back. And on this one, I did a little bit of stenciling here to play out this lighter coloration, and this lovely little bit of fabric just tickled me so. I thought this would be a wonderful place to give a try doing some embossing. Well, I'm going to do this one first, and let me share what's been happening this morning, because I had to rethink and refind. I found these two in my stamp drawer, and then in this basket I found this, and it's from Stampendous. It's called Clear Embossing Ink. I've had it for quite a while, of course, and it's non-toxic. And I said, it did note that will rub evenly onto an ink stamp or apply directly to the project. And I thought, this was getting a little dry, so I put some on here, and it seems to have sunk in. I'm going to test now to see whether this re-inked or not. But I also want to try using this with an old but goody brush. And so let's see if I can see any of my sparkly don't see any sparklies, and I want a darkish green. Ah, this is non-sparkly, but darkish green, it might be nice. Where are my... There they are. Let's see about this one. Let's give this a try. Okay. This I thought might be kind of interesting right there. And I'm quite anxious to try that. Let's see. Since there are layers of paper under here, I'm going to make sure that I press well. And let's have a little green embossing powder. Goodness gracious, it's years since I've done this, and I love the look. Why did I just put that all out of my mind and forget it? Thank you, Annalie. I appreciate. And she used gold on her envelopes. Oh, so pretty. So let's see what we have now. Let's just see. It looks like it's a little bit light, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. See what we have here now. Well, that's an interesting start. And I think that pad might be the issue. Because it's been so long, they have absolutely every possible right to be not in wonderful shape. But this one is softer. Maybe it will make a difference. Let's see. Let's go over here. Oh my goodness, yes, that's got the cluster on the back, so I'm going to push very hard on this and hope that it takes. Planning ahead is going to be the ticket for doing this. Yes, that was that pad was the problem. Oh yes, embossing. Let's look and see what the entire envelope looks like now. That was just serious fun. I was going to do something over here. Let me think what I want to do there. And while I'm having a think, I want to get this back in the bottle. Hopefully, this has been a while. Let's go. Alrighty, now let's go back to this one. I can't stand it. I have to try gold. I just do. This is liable to be a darkish one. I have one that's lighter. So, oh, I even have black. How nice. Let me tuck that over here, and let's just have a flower, a golden flower, maybe right there. Golden flower with a bee heading for it. I don't believe I've really ever used these, many of them. Good old wax paper. Going to miss this little tiny bit here because I probably didn't press hard enough on that, but that's okay. This is junk journaling. Perfectionism is not necessary. I know there are contraptions that help with this pouring issue and so forth, but we'll be having to look into that. I know some of you must be saying, Carol, no, not that way, please, no. Well, now there's one other thing that I want to try, and then I'm going to go on to working inside the journal. I'm going to use this clear embossing ink, and the knife is out so that I can remove this plug, and it eases up very nicely. And when you say ink to me, I think, what if I use a paintbrush? Well, we're about to what if and find out. Okay, this very old paintbrush, goodness gracious, it must be 30 years old. And some ink. Let's just do a circle there, one there, one there, just that many to see if this is going to work like I think it might work. I imagine I always put on too much powder, but that's okay. This gilt seems to activate so much faster. Boom, 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 and gold. Oh yes, yes. Well, that can dry. I'm going to put some of this away and open up my naked folder, naked journal, and start to play. I'll be right back. Now I want to see if I can find homes for those and get back to some of these clipped. Oh, and those. That would be fun to do today too. Let's see, we have three. We have three in here. Maybe this one would do well in here. And then maybe let's go to the back now. To the back one. Maybe this one might do nicely there. Or not. Change is good. Now, do I want to start there or do I want to do those? I think I do because they're distressed and they're stitched. Yay. I think there's another one. Maybe there's one in each. Maybe there's one in each. Could that be? No, not in that one. Let's go back here. No, I think I heard. I'm sorry, I'm babbling to myself. I could have sworn I had another one of those. Maybe not. Okay, that looks pretty. Okay. It's been a while since I've visited, so this is great fun. Yeah. Well, I think not. I guess we'll just have to call that by its first name. That's called hallucinations. Okay. I think I'm going to do that and that. Yes. All right, let me put this out of harm's way. And they're ready and waiting. It's very nice. Let's see what we have in here. Anything that I might want to use, or shall I go to the big, shall I get out the big guns? No, same old, same old. Well, I had made some copies of ephemera that I made. Oh yes, I think some of this ephemera was from my last opus. Let's see. do I want here? Oh, my. Blue? Could be. Could be. Alrighty. Blue and some of that. And now I really, truly understand why everyone says, Carol, why don't you scan your work? Well, because I was too cheap to buy buy my own printer, and now I'm in love with it. I'm literally, if the house was burning, the printer might be under my own. Okay. Let's see what I can, let's see what I see. I think that's my French, this is from my French digis of music from the a century ago, and this is how this paper came out when I ran it through. It leaned towards a pinkish shade, so I think let's have a little pinkish shade here. Let's see what we're going to do. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now I'm not making these bits for this journal too thick because I don't think the book will handle thick clusters, etc. So I'm trying to keep them a little bit low. And now, how about some birdies with blue? Oh yes. Oh yes. Let's have birdies with blue. And I'm also facing the fact that I think my garbage can has been on the wrong side all this time. I think it ought to be down on the right since I'm right-handed, because I throw away this way. Ah, my. Yep. A little smaller, Carol. A little bit smaller will do. Let's see. Now, yes, that's a happy making start. Maybe a little bit, just a smidge of blue cheesecloth. Let's see. That's a can-do. Now there is pink on the cover, and I have some very garish pink cheesecloth that I have that I have made, and I'm thinking, why not? Why not really let this say pink? Okay. Do you think this is pink? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I don't know what I thought I was doing. I could have turned them into a curtain, but oh, I like that start. And I like the fact that it's French. Yes, I do. Now, what else do we want? What else do we want? See, if I start going with layers of lace and so forth and so on, I'm just afraid that this will grow a little bit more than I want it to. Is there anything in here that might be thin enough, fine enough? Could be. Oh, yes, and silk. My. But that covers the birdies. Maybe more than I wanted to. Maybe just a little piece, Carol. Think about that. What's this hiding in here? Well. Good old Tuesday morning fat quarter. Yes. Take off the selvage. And a little bit of that. What else might be in here? Back to the drawer. Here we go. Now, let's see. I don't want to lose the thought, so I'm going to tuck this up here out of the way. And these are possibilities, but I'd like something with more pink in it. Yep, didn't remember that. That's possible. But let's see what happens here. These are all the fat quarter from Tuesday morning, and I do believe the last time I was in there. Do you want that one? Do you want that one? Plays up the circles there. Or this one. I'm liking that one so far. Let's see what else is in here. Okay. Decision made. I want a little bit of, I think a little stamping under there might be good. I also want a piece of lace so badly. I have this very fine, thin lace. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, the garbage can is going to migrate. Like that. A piece of, yes. Let's have the lacy part hanging out, Carol. Why don't we while we're at it? Oh, wrong side up. There. There. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, that one makes me happy. Right there. Something, something. Something, something. Maybe. I don't think there's anything I really would rather be doing right now anymore than what I'm doing. That's the joy that I'm sure you know about when we're completely playing on something that is lighthearted and fun. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Just had a thought. Yes, I did. I'm looking for my blue denim. That's Chip Sapphire, too dark. Let me get out my distress drawer. Not there. I kind of knew it wasn't there. I don't know why I looked. I'll put that over here. Let's just do that. Now, is it down here? Yes, there it is. No, Chip Sapphire. Yellows. Well, I guess. Faded jeans. There it is. Faded jeans. All right. Bingo. And down here. Drying time. Let's see what we have now. Oh yes, happiness is. But let me move this. And no, I'm not going to stencil on this one. I'm going to rise above my natural inclinations. But what happens if, famous last words, famous last words in the world of junk journaling. Let's just see if this does what I'm hoping it's doing. Oh yes, just the tiniest bit. Just the tiniest bit. Alrighty. Down. Okay, it's gluing time, and I'm not going to inflict gluing on you, so I will do that and be back. Well, as you can imagine, I could do this for another few hours, but I promised myself today that I would get some of my new goodies for my shop, Etsy shop, photographed, and maybe a few of them on the shop. So that's next, and I'm going to stop. And I have to be honest, it's not easy right now. I was just tickled with what happened today. So I believe that this one was here. So I will put it back there. And I'm thinking that the other back end of that pocket, no. Alrighty now. Now I'm going to change that and declare a spot for this one. In here, or maybe like this. Yes. And here we go. There. So, today's fun was this possible tuck spot, this envelope with some gilt embossing, this piece of ephemera, just a pretty and so much fun in the making, and this envelope with my first try at some embossing. And I do hope that you have enjoyed sharing this with me today. And if you have, I would appreciate your giving me a thumbs up, leaving a comment, share with a friend, and I would certainly appreciate your subscribing to my channel. I'm off to make some pictures now. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye now.